So we are back. We're going to be covering Steiner Math.
Yes.
We're going to watch this segment throughout. We're going to talk about it. We did it 3 different ways. For me, I did my own math. Peanut Gallery did his own math.
Yep.
And we had ChatGPT do its own math.
And it gave us charts.
So we're going to watch it, analyze it there, and then break it down from that point.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and give it a watch.
It's going to be a three-way for the TNA heavyweight title at Sacrifice between you, Kurt Angle, and Samoa Joe. Now, before you get there, you have an important step tonight. It's you and X Division champion.
Okay, so before we really get into it, remember, it was a 3-way.
Yes.
Champion Petey Williams take on the unlikely duo of Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe.
You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Samoa Joe, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak.
Okay.
I'm not normal. So you got a 25% at best at beating me. And then you add Kurt Angle to the mix. Your chances of winning drastically go down. See, the 3-way at Sacrifice, you got a 33 and a third chance of winning. But I got a 66 and 2/3 chance of winning because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me and he's not even going to try. So, Samoa Joe, you take your 33 and a third chance minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 and a third chance of winning at Sacrifice. But then you take my 75% chance of winning if we used to go one-on-one and then add 66 and 2/3.
Yeah, it is another 30-30.
141% chance.
At Sacrifice. See,
Even Petey Williams is confused.
I'm going to wait for Peanut Gallery to stop laughing because keep in mind your audio is a lot higher than the actual thing.
And they spell disaster for you at Sacrifice. See, but I'm going to break it down for all you ladies. Would you rather be with me or would you rather be with Joe?
Well, I think Joe's kind of nice. I mean, you know.
See, you're one of those girls that like romance. I'm going to talk to all my freaks out there. Would you rather come home to me, a genetic freak, to be satisfied every night, or go home to that fat-ass Samoa? See, tonight, we're going to win, and I'm going to be the world champion at Sacrifice. Come on, Pete.
Now, does he win the world champion at Sacrifice?
He never won the TNA World Championship.
There we go.
He never won it. So,
Yeah, 141 and 2/3% chance of winning, right?
yes. So with that out of the way, let's go into the breakdown of it. So keep in mind, it is a 3-way.
Yes.
But because Kurt Angle apparently cannot beat Scott Steiner at all, it's essentially a one-on-one match, right?
Right.
So because of some bullshit, I have no idea how it happened.
Well, I think what happened is that so Scott Steiner also took Kurt Angle's 33rd and 1/3% chance. And so he put 70. So
it said 60% chance, but you have to add the genetic freak factor to it. I'm not
right,
sure how we got that
75% chance. So that's 141 and 2/3% chance of winning.
So in every technicality, he is right, but it's just a bunch of bullshit. And then all of a sudden, it's like, who would you rather fuck? Also, I don't know how. What's her name? I can't remember the interviewer's name. How can you say that Samoa Joe was kind of nice? Isn't his entire gimmick that he was like a killing machine?
Right. So yeah, it's we don't get Steiner Math very often.
So here's a sort more of like a breakdown,
Right.
of like how this works if you didn't get it from the promo itself and behind Peanut Gallery's laughing. So it just.
It's a 50-50% chance, and then it's now 75-25 because Joe only has a 25% chance because genetic freak, because the genetic freak formula. At Kurt Angle, and Joe's chances go down even further because instead of the 50-50, it's now 33-33-33.
But the problem is that you can't take away Kurt Angle's chances and add it to your own chances without taking away your own chances.
Right.
So you're back to a one-on-one situation there.
Right.
So it doesn't even make more sense. Why would you add the 33?
Well, I think we're taking into consideration the fact that Kurt Angle can also attack Samoa Joe. So I think that the assumption is that.
But if you're not going to try on one, you're not going to try on the other. So you can't add that. It's so dumb.
And I just love at the very end, Joe's cooked Steiner winning. He has a
Yes.
141 and 2/3% chance of winning. Now we can also break it down to a nice little fun bar graph.
I'll send that later. It's our little worksheet.
Oh yes, it's our little worksheet. This is our bar graph. And again, we're trying to make this probability make sense. So
in the numbers calculations that Steiner put into the promo, the numbers do check out in this world.
Yep.
But in reality, it doesn't make sense.
Right.
Because you can't say that Kurt Angle's not going to try to beat you.
Right.
And then also still beat Joe, so his factor still is in effect.
Right.
It's because it's one three-way match.
Right. It's like step 1 is 50-50. Step 2 is 75-25. Step 3 is 33 and a third, but we have to subtract the 25% from 33rd and a third for Joe because we have already added it to Scott Steiner.
Right.
So that's 8% chance of winning. And then we got to take all of Kurt Angle's 33 and 1/3% chance because he's not even going to try and
put it to Steiner, apparently.
Right, put it to Steiner, apparently. And then Steiner also just doubles it for whatever reason because he's a genetic freak.
doubles it for whatever reason. That's what I got.
That's what I got too.
So we do have this little worksheet. I will be adding it to the description if you want to fill it out and leave it in the comments.
Yes, and we'll give you a grade.
We will grade.
It is going to be an A+.
Yes.
It's going to be a high C++.
You have a 141% chance of you passing that if you made that make any sense.
Exactly. So that's the math. I don't know if we just have it. It's
I will say
mathing.
I mean, I will say even though you just doubled it for reasons,
right?
And you have to add on the genetic freak, the genetic freak formula, which we have not yet had the opportunity to decipher.
We don't know how to quantify the genetic freakness of Scott Steiner.
Not yet, anyway.
We don't have any tests.
And then the last part of would you rather go home to me or you? I'm not sure if that added into the calculation.
You know what? I have no freaking idea. I did not get that far into the promo.
Yes, we will leave this worksheet so you guys can make your own calculations. But that is Steiner math in the world of Steiner. And like, if you just look at the simple numbers, it is right. Like how he added it, subtracted, and did all of that in this little context, it does add up. But in the world,
in the real world, you cannot get over a 100% probability of winning,
and you just can't add in just numbers.
You
I want to know the formula for the genetic freak.
Yeah, and I also want to know where that extra 33rd and 1/3% chance came in.
It came from Kurt Angle because he's not going to try.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
he's not going to try. But instead of separating out between Samoa Joe and Scott Steiner evenly, he should have. He just puts it all on himself.
He added it to his 75% chance
for some reason, and then doubled it for some reason.
Yep, exactly. That's pretty much all that I can get out of that.
It's awesome. It's such a great promo.
It is.
And then also how he says
classic promo.
Also how he says fat ass because they're like fat ass. It's great. So when we come back, we're gonna watch something very special.